बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मेरी उन तमाम दोस्तों से गुजारिश है कि जिन्होंने अभी तक हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है वो चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करें ताकि आने वाली तमाम वीडियोस आप तक पहुंच सके। थैंक यू।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। तो आज का हमारा पैराग्राफ नंबर है 40। तो रेडी हो जाए। इस्लामाबाद कॉलन जस्टिस मकबूल बाकर ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑन वेडनेसडे wondered what caused the federal government to file the presidential reference against Justice Qazi Faiz Issa Fulstop, and recalling how a perception existed that a particular decision, dharna or sit-in judgment offended certain quarters, Justice Bakar observed that these quarters were not happy and even sought removal of the judge in the review petition they had filed against the verdict, and that this judgment led the entire government and the assets recovery unit to start collecting information for filing the reference without identifying violation of any code of conduct by this judge. First, Justice Bakar is a member of the 10-judge full court hearing a set of petitions challenging the filing of the presidential reference against Justice Faiz Issa, a judge of the Supreme Court. Full stop. New paragraph. Justice Bakar recalled that it had never been alleged that the money utilized for acquiring 3 properties in London was ill-gotten, or that the wife and children of the judge were dependent. Full stop. Government's counsel and former law minister Dr. Farooq Naseem, however, contended that money laundering was a serious offense and that the judge should disclose the source through which the offshore properties were purchased. The judge is hiding behind the facade of the independence of the judiciary, the counsel said, adding that Justice Issa had in his reply to a show cause notice issued by the Supreme Judicial Council stated everything except the source of the properties, and at the same time also did not deny the existence of the properties. First, new paragraph. Justice Umar Ata Bandial, who is heading the full court, observed that the text background in the presidential reference suggested that the government seemed to be in agreement that the SC judge was not in compliance with the tax laws, but the code of conduct for the judges concerned more regarding the prestige of the institution of judiciary than the judge himself, he observed, adding that this institution was injured if there was an allegation of impropriety, dishonesty or corruption on the part of the judge or something that offended the conscience of people. First, we know we live in the glass house and are subject to the scrutiny of the people, but we also know that Article 209 of the Constitution provides protection and defends the judges from the people who may want to embarrass a judge for trivial or minor wrongs, Justice Bandial observed. Full stop. New paragraph. But here the judge in question had declared in his income tax returns of 2009 an income of rupees 37 million, and even in 2011 he had enough money since he was a successful lawyer back then, full stop. Therefore the government must have a glaring instance of impropriety like the one we have seen in the cases where people hid their properties behind the trust, Justice Bandyal observed, asking the counsel to show reason why this reference was filed, full stop. Justice Bandyal also asked Dr. Naseem to show where it had been defined that the transfer of money through banking channels was illegal, full stop. Justice Bakar observed that money laundering had its own regime under specific circumstances, but perhaps all were missing here, full stop. New paragraph. Justice Bakar also expressed his surprise over the fact that the federal government took the complaint by Honorable Journalist Abdul Wahid Dogar so seriously without even finding his credentials as to which media house he belonged to, what kind of reports he had been filing, and whether his application against the superior court judge contained this supporting material or not, full stop. Here, in this country, many things happen with the help of invisible hands, Justice Bakar said, adding that the ARU must have taken some precaution before initiating inquiry since it was a sensitive matter and concerned the independence of the judiciary, full stop. He also inquired the status of the ARU, full stop. Dr. Naseem insisted that the journalist was determined not to disclose the source of his information, Besides, he also had 3 Supreme Court judgments in support suggesting that the complaint could be proceeded when information seemed to be correct, full stop. New paragraph. Justice Yahya Afridi asked the counsel to furnish what steps the government had taken and what summaries had been moved during the period between May 10, and May 20, 2019 after receiving the complaint from Wahid Dogar, full stop. Justice Syed Mansoor Ali Shah asked the counsel to furnish all the relevant documents showing steps taken by the government and also provide complete information on how many public complaints the ARU had initiated inquiries against the holders of public office, full stop. Justice Bandyal asked the counsel to assist the court in determining whether under Article 209 of 5 of the Constitution, it was mandatory for the President to issue directive to the SJC to proceed against the judge and whether the President was required to hold inquiry against the judge first or simply send the reference to the counsel, full stop. New paragraph. Suppose a weak reference was sent to SJC with a malified motive, can the council hold inquiry so moto or proceed ignoring the procedural defects in view of the sound information before it against the judge? Question mark. Justice Bandyal asked full stop. Justice Bakar said the handicap of the SJC was that it could not look into the conduct of the president, full stop. But Dr. Naseem contended that there was no law barring the SJC not to question the conduct of the president or the law minister, full stop. Citing the show cause notice issued by the SJC to Justice Isa, Dr. Naseem insisted that the Supreme Court should dismiss the present petition since the council had taken cognizance of the issue before which the judge had also submitted by furnishing replies. Full stop. New paragraph. Justice Bakar asked about the fate of the proceedings initiated by the Federal Board of Revenue when it issued notice to the judge, full stop. He also asked whether two simultaneous but separate proceedings could be conducted, one under the law and the other seemed to be without the sanction of the law, full stop. Dr. Naseem replied that the FBR authorities got scared and, therefore, no tax proceedings reached conclusion, full stop.